first of all, I think if you broke, you know you broke. Real talk. Like, you're not walking around making 60, you know, and you have X responsibilities and thinking you got money. Let's be real about this. Like, to date and to court a woman and to spend time with a woman, it costs. We're not saying that her time costs, but it costs. It costs to go have a drink. It costs to go have dinner. It costs to go to a museum. Even if you got a little cheap date on some happy hour margaritas, you're gonna spend about a good 50. You know 50? What I mean? Mm-hmm. On margarita.
Gotta be more than that. $50.
Man, I don't know. I'm just putting some random happy hour number out there.
But I'm just shouldn't have said nothing. My bad.
It costs. That's the point I'm making, is that it costs. So, like, if your money isn't right and you can't, like, just easily go out and spend the money that it costs to court a woman, to date a woman, that means you're probably too broke to be dating. If spending a little $50, a little $100, a little $500, whatever it is, if it's an issue to spend it, then that's how you know you're broke. But being broke is fine. I just want to say that real quick. I was broke at one point.
We all was.
I was 100% broke at one point. Thank God my dad let me move home and he paid my bills. But I was broke at one point. I think it would be in a man's best interest if he doesn't have his money together, or if he doesn't have his money in a place to where spending the money it takes to court, if you don't have that extra little money, then you probably shouldn't date.
So what they gonna do then? If they
sit at home and beat your meat.
Worry about yourself and how to get your money up. That's what niggas really need to worry about. That's really what you want to worry about. Because I'm gonna have to agree with Aaron. I'm not gonna put an actual number on what it means for a guy to be broke, because I can't tell you how much money you're making is not enough. Mm-hmm. Because I probably am not making as much as I feel like you should be making to make that judgment. Yeah, to make that judgment, to be considered not broke. But what makes you broke is doing bum nigga shit. So I wouldn't really call nobody broke, but I really do be saying that, you know, some guys really be bums. And I'm only saying that because this one time I went on a date and I was really excited for it. And he actually says, okay, well, I don't really want to like pay for a cab or whatever to get to where we need to go. So we're going to have to take the bus. And I'm like, okay, at this point, I've already stopped taking the bus for a couple of years now. So it's just like, all right, okay, cool. We're going to take the bus. He has no bus pass. We have to ask to get on the bus. I said, what? This is crazy. And I was definitely younger at this point. I was a teenager, maybe like 18, 19. So I definitely, in like one of my first dates ever, did not want to come out of pocket. I really wanted to see how this guy was gonna move. And so we get to the restaurant, and after the meal, he says, oh, you brought your debit card with you, right? Because I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to pay for both.
He was
pay for the whole bill, and I'm just like, yeah, because honestly, of course I got my money on me.
Please don't tell me you paid. Please don't.
Well, I paid half because he said he couldn't pay for the whole bill, or maybe he just didn't want to pay for the whole bill because that would have put him out of pocket. But it's just like, after that, it was like, all right, so now I see how this nigga is. And it's just like, I'm not really going to play you for not having money, but you really took me out on a date knowing you did not have enough money to make this a great date. Like, what did you think that I was going to think of you after this?
Right, at that point, he wasted his time and his money.
Right.
Because he was neither going to get the girl nor would he be able to recoup the time.
Exactly. So I also do agree. I feel like you shouldn't be dating. You should not be dating if this is how you're going to be moving. And I'm not saying that every broke guy is going to be moving this way. Maybe be more discreet about your brokenness.
All right. Can I say something to what you said? Can I say something? When you gave a dollar amount, I actually said that person is broke based upon truly where we live at. If you make that style of money and you live in New York City, you're not really doing nothing if you're trying to live of a standard. That's why I said that. You could take $60,000 and you could go to Baltimore, Maryland, man, you could get a nice little apartment and you could do some things and they would be able to take you to dinner 2 times a week, but he would be a fucking professional dude, right? But we had a survey on the show that women don't like professional dudes. They don't like dudes that, we did a survey. Listen, we're talking about younger people sometime of yourself, you know what I'm saying? That they took a survey, they don't want a dude that's a professional dude that has to take vacations and plan their life around. They want a dude that's fake getting money, be there when they need them to be there. And when you work now a 9-to-5 job, you can't really do that right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the age that people think right now that we all got a brand, we got a business, that we doing this and we doing that. So women want niggas that just money just appears. It gotta just appear there and they have it and be able to take you to where you gotta go so you feel really, really comfortable about what's going on. And that's why you got the young niggas being scammers. You got them doing all this separate shit to do because they need to impress women that's like y'all because y'all like, listen, if we go somewhere, I'm expecting you to pay for this shit. I'm expecting you to do this shit. I'm expecting you to get me some shit because if you don't, you're not that guy. Wait, everybody wants to be that guy.
I have a question. You just said if you're a man, a woman is expecting X, Y, and Z. I think that poses the question, who pays what? Because I don't know anything about this, but apparently people are going Dutch these days on dates.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I've had money for a long time. No.
When you were broke,
yes, I did, but I'm telling you, yes, I did, right? All right, yes, I did. Okay, you said work, okay. When I'm saying this is the fact that, yes, when we want to do something, the man wants to feel like that they're empowered, like we are expected to do certain things, generally. But there does come a time where even myself, who I've had money for a long time, there was a stint of time that I filed bankruptcy, the music business was fucked up, I didn't get a chance to do the things that I wanted to do, and I was fortunate that I had planted seeds with different people, women, dudes that I loaned money to, that they were coming back to me and I could go out and still go to places and do the things that I wanted to do without making me feel like less of a man. That actually helped me to build myself up to go back out and go get money again. So I understand that people can be broke and they need to do things, but it's all on the level that we're thinking. It's all on how you expect that you need to be treated. So if I'm treating you well enough, I might earn $60,000. You might think that the nigga on the bus is trash. You're never gonna get on the bus with me. So now, am I the man now? Because I'm definitely gonna make sure you get to where you gotta go, do what you gotta do, but I still might just make $60,000. We might be in Baltimore though. We might be in Texas where we can afford to live downtown with a 1-bedroom, Atlanta, for $1,200, a little lawn for something, and now you feeling like a queen, but I still got the same amount of money and I'm technically not a baller. I'm broke.
I was about to say that, it's really relative depending on age and the standard of a woman. Every woman has different standards. If some women might be accustomed to certain things, right? And now in their mind, they think that forever this is what my daddy did this for me, so now you have to do X, Y, and Z, which is a good standard to have, really, in reality. Absolutely. Right? And then you got some women who don't need that. Some women just be like, listen, I got my money. I just want a man. I'm tired of all of the men who got money that I'm dealing with. These niggas is trash, personalities whack, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, they give me the nights. I look good on Christmas. I look good on holidays. But inside the house is a lot of turmoil. So I don't need a man that I just need a man that can take care of himself and treat me good.
Okay, so a broke person is not necessarily a fuckboy. And by that I mean, like, you can have all the money in the world and wine and dime me, this and that. You could still be a fuckboy. You could still be a hoe ass, you know what I'm saying? And that has nothing to do with how much money you make. At the end of the day, like, the amount of money you make is essentially what gives you access. It's what gives you time. So you make X amount of dollars, you have time to take off. You have time to go to the store and buy X, Y, and Z. You can afford certain luxuries. But that doesn't mean you still aren't a fuckboy.